How can you overcome procrastination? I'm going to tell you how coming up right now. Welcome everyone, Michael Finley here with another episode of Leadership Roll Call, where we give you tips, suggestions, and recommendations on how you can become a more effective leader. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing. So our topic today is overcoming procrastination. Are you a procrastinator? What do you struggle with the most? I'd like to hear your story. Please put it in the comments section below. Procrastination is the habit of putting off less pleasurable tasks and instead doing something that's easier or more pleasurable. We all procrastinate time to time. I even procrastinated about making this video. Sometimes we procrastinate over the mundane things, such as reading a book for an assignment, or maybe washing dishes, or putting away clothes, or things like that. Sometimes we procrastinate over more serious things, things that can affect our work or even our lives. Those that occasionally procrastinate, there's a lot of us out there. But some that procrastinate all the time are called chronic procrastinators. There was a study done that showed back in 1978, only about 5% of Americans consider themselves to be chronic procrastinators. Now, about 26% of Americans consider themselves to be chronic procrastinators. Why the sudden increase? Well, there's a lot of different reasons out there. Look at all the distractions we have. Facebook, Twitter, video games, smartphones, endless distractions that are out there. That contributes to the reason we procrastinate. Procrastinators tend to lie to themselves all the time. They say, well, I'm not going to start this project until it's the last minute where I know that I'll have more energy. Or maybe I'm going to start this later on when I feel better. And then also procrastinators also look for distractions. Let me check my email before I get started on this project. And the next thing you know, it's an hour later and that project still hasn't been started on. So why do we procrastinate? Well, there's a lot of books out there and they talk about some of the reasons that procrastinate, and some of the things they list are things like bad time management skills, or maybe they're overconfident, or maybe they're just lazy. But you know what? Procrastinators have decent time management skills. It's not a question of time management skills. Also, some procrastinators are very organized and I wouldn't call them lazy at all. One of the leading experts on procrastination, Dr. Ferrari out of DePaul University in Chicago, talks about 3 types of procrastinators. The first type are the thrill seekers, the ones that do wait for that last minute. They wait for that last minute rush to motivate them to finish the project. The next one are the avoiders. They avoid that fear of failure, or maybe even that fear of success, and they don't want to do it. And the third one are the decisional procrastinators, the ones that can't make a decision to get out of that rut that they're in to actually do the task. So, how do we fight procrastination? Well, there's a lot of different ways out there to do that. They're listed, but I'm going to talk about some of them today. Number 1 is have a deadline. Someone once said, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So if you have a goal out there, make sure that you have a deadline. Shorten that deadline to kind of get you motivated. And if it's due in 2 weeks, make your deadline 1 week to get you going. Trick yourself into doing that, but have a deadline in what you're doing. The next one is you want to have some accountability. So hold yourself accountable. Ask your friends and your family, or maybe even your coworkers, to help keep you on task and hold yourself accountable. The third is you want to take large tasks and break them into small ones. We've talked about this in a previous episode. So there's a saying out there that says, how do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. So take that large task and break it into smaller ones. You can also reward progress. So when you have completed a task, reward yourself. Get that mocha latte or chocolate milkshake or whatever it is to reward yourself on doing this. Lastly, you want to identify and get rid of those things that distract you. So don't have your emails running in your background where they ding every time you get a new email. Turn off Facebook, silence your phone, close your office door if you can. Do identify those things that you usually get distracted by and eliminate as many as you can. Someone once said that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. If you have a problem with procrastination and you don't try something, then you're going to compound the problem. Take one of these examples that I've given and try them. try them to overcome your procrastination. If one doesn't work, try another one. I hope this topic was beneficial to you. If you have a question about this topic or any topic you would like to see in the future, please put it in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. And until next time, good luck with overcoming procrastination.